seller's company is Panasonic Industrial Company, and the title is Account Manager. And the buyer is Qualcomm, and their title is Global Commodity Manager Contract Negotiator. Okay, and what the seller is selling is radio frequency modules. It is a component that is used in communication devices that enables the unit to transmit radio frequencies, and it's, in anything that is wireless, your cell phone, TVs, PDAs, everything has these radio frequency modules. Panasonic is an international brand name, and they came from actually Massachusetts, which is based in Japan. And under this brand name, many products are sold. As you guys know, Panasonic is a popular company. And these electronic component division is one of the industry's largest suppliers of standard and custom electronic components. Qualcomm, as you guys know, is a wireless telecommunication research and development company based in San Diego since 1985 and has approximately 5,100 patents. The objective here is to maintain a mutually beneficial contractual relationship between Panasonic and Qualcomm for the supply and purchase of these RF modules. And just talking a little bit about the script setup. Every 6 months they get together for a price reduction, and Panasonic and Qualcomm have been long-term in a long-term relationship, and Qualcomm is going to surprise Panasonic with informing them that they might lose their contract because of a new supplier coming in.
Hello, Nicholas. Nice to see you again.
Good morning. It's great to see you too. Come on in and have a seat. Can we get you something to drink?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
So it's that time again. It's been 6 months already.
Yes, it has been. Wait until you see how much smaller we made the radio frequency modules and how much we've improved on them.
That's great. Since electronic devices are gotten so much smaller, we need to be able to keep up with technology changes. So here's our price target at this time.
Okay, well, normally we offer a 7-8% decrease, which you know is difficult for us to keep offering. However, I've spoken to my manager, and it looks like we're going to be able to offer you the 10% decrease this time. It's difficult to get approval on, but we're going to be able to do it for you. So great, it looks like things are going good so far.
Wait a minute though, it's not going to be that easy. Things have somewhat changed.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there's something you need to know. Another supplier came in and offered me 15% lower than what you were offering for a total price decrease of 25%. So we're going to need to reset the price target.
Another supplier came in to see you. Well, can you tell me who that was?
No, you know I can't give you that information.
Can you tell me where they're manufacturing? Is it in the U.S., Asia?
Somewhere in Asia.
Is this a legitimate quote?
Sure it is.
Is this someone you feel comfortable doing business with?
I suppose.
Okay, well, what if you dealt with them before, why aren't you purchasing from them now?
Well, there are a few issues.
Such as?
Let's just say they needed some improvements.
Okay, well, can you give me more information?
I wasn't completely satisfied with them.
Okay, how was their quality and performance?
It wasn't that great. They definitely had a quality problem, and I didn't feel as if they were a world-class supplier.
Well, how was their level of service?
It was okay. Mainly it was the quality of their product that was a problem.
Okay, so now you have another company, another supplier who's offering you a lower price, but yet you don't feel good going to them because you might have another quality problem. Now, if you do have another quality problem, have you considered all the cost of reworking, production downtime, failure analysis, and how it can affect your total cost of revenue?
Well, I haven't calculated it. I guess that's something I'm going to need to think about. Bottom line is they've offered me such a low price that I can't ignore it. It's so much lower than yours.
Well, you know, Panasonic Industrial Company is the technology leader when it comes to our products. I'm sure after working so many years together, you've seen the benefit of purchasing a product that has a proven high level of reliability. Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, tell me, what can my company do? We've known each other for many years, so what can my company do so that we can continue our business relationship?
You would have to offer me the same cost down.
Well, why don't we move away from discussing price, and why don't you allow me how we've improved on our RF modules? Okay, first let me go over the size of how we reduce them. I have two circuit boards here. This one is a circuit board with our competitor's RF module in it, and here's our circuit board with our RF module. Do you see how much smaller ours is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, by the RF module being smaller, you see how much more space it has freed up on the circuit board. This will allow Qualcomm to add more components to it. You can add on more features, and you don't have to change the size of your electronic device. Do you see how this can make you stand out from your competitors?
Yes.
Okay. Well, besides the fact that we've reduced the size of the RF module, we've also improved on the short-range, low power that it provides to the electronic device.
Well, how will this improve my product?
Well, you'll have better data transmission, better sound quality, better filters, better signal. Basically, you'll be able to send more faster.
And do you have any proof to show me that?
As a matter of fact, I do. I have 2 reports here from our manufacturer. This one is dated 6 months ago, and this is the current one. If you compare the numbers there, you can see how much more we've improved.
Yeah, these numbers are impressive.
Now, by purchasing with Panasonic, you know that we are offering the smallest RF module in the market.
Yes.
Okay. So, by you mentioning price, I know that's one of the things you had mentioned. Don't you think that the different things that we have done, such as reduce the price and the improved performance, justifies the price?
Well, I guess when you put it that way, yes.
Okay. I sense that you're still unsure about the value of having a smaller package size and the better performance that it is showing in those numbers.
Well, I'm impressed by the smaller size and the better performance specifications, but I'm still not sure that justifies the price.
Okay, well, let's look at it from total cost and opportunity. By you having the smallest RF module in the market, that means you can have up to a 6 months jump before everyone. You could have 6 months of 100% of the market. How would that affect your sales and revenues?
Well, that could be millions of dollars, and time to market is a key priority along with competitive pricing.
Plus, you can demand a higher resale price before your competition catches up. I'm sure that's worth something.
Yes, definitely. However, another thing, last June, Panasonic entered a distribution agreement with DigiKey for all of its RF modules. How will this impact our relationship, and will I have to deal with any middleman?
No, definitely not. You've always dealt with me, and I can assure that we're always going to continue this relationship the way it is. Whatever Panasonic has dealt with them, if there was anything that was going to affect your business, I would definitely be the first to advise you that. So no worries when it comes to that.
That makes me feel better.
So, should we go back to discussing the pricing again?
Yes, definitely. I really like everything I've heard and seen so far, but the final price is what's going to allow me to make my decision.
Okay. Well, if we offered you the same price as the other supplier, what could you do for us?
Well, tell me what you have in mind.
We would like 100% share of the RF modules. What price do we need to give you to get that?
I don't think that's possible.
Well, if we're going to decrease our price by 25%, we need you to guarantee us 100% share of the market. That way you won't need another supplier, and we'll both win out of this one.
I simply cannot give you 100% share.
Well, can you explain why you cannot give me 100% share?
Well, it's against company policy for one. We need to have another supplier. We trust you because you have plenty of capacity and you've been a reliable supplier, but I just don't feel comfortable with only one supplier.
I need to get the maximum amount in order to give you the 25% decrease. If I give you the 25% decrease, you'll look good to your boss, but I also have a boss with expectations, so I need to make up for that 25% decrease, which means I need 25% more sales. Based on those numbers, in order to increase my sales revenues, I need 90% share.
Well, how about this? I can't give you 100% share for reasons we've already discussed, and 90% is still too high. I need to keep my second supplier interested, and 10% is just not going to accomplish that. So if you can reach our price target, then I'll work on increasing your share to a minimum of 80%, which is 20% more than what you have now.
Well, I understand your situation with your supplier, but frankly, I'm not concerned about that. I have been your primary supplier for many years. I have provided you with free samples for all your startup programs. I have supported all your cost down pricing. And I've even set up a local inventory in the warehouse, so I believe asking for more of your business is justified.
All right then. In addition to that, I will give you qualification for 2 new high-running programs that will be on the market in 6 months from now, and make sure you receive 100% share for those.
Okay, that sounds better. Now, I can't give you the 25% decrease at this time, but we can start a step-down pricing. At the end of next month, you'll have 10% decrease. At the end of the third month, you'll have 15% more, which will give you a total of 25%, which is what they were offering from the other supplier. Does this sound like something you'd like to do?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay, well, let me go over what we agreed on today, and then I'll follow it up with a more formal quote. Today we are agreeing that the price is going to be 25 cents from May 1st to July 31st, and you are going to begin increasing my shares from 60% to 80%. At the end of 3 months, from August 1st to August 31st, the price will be 21 cents. At that point, my share will be at a minimum of 80%. Also, for the 2 new programs, you will have me as the #1 supplier, and qualification should take place by 6 months from now, and we will have a 100% share of those.
Sounds great.
Okay. Well, can I have you sign, please, right there?
Sure. All right. Well, I'm glad we were able to come to an agreement that was beneficial to both of us. And it's always a pleasure doing business with you.
Okay.